Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to the Ridge. Today we're going to put up tomato plant supports. And we're going to make them good because last year we had some failures with them. Watch a couple of our previous videos and you'll see that. So we're going to make them good and strong so they can support all the tomatoes we're going to get this year. Join us.
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on down, everybody. Go!
I want to show you what we used last year. First, we started off with these. And I'd put these on those 4x4s there, about like this. We use this little hook and this wire. And there was one of these on each side. And we had the wire going in between them. And we use this little baby hook to suspend the wire in between them. And that's what we hooked. We hooked these two. So we hooked them on here like this with the tomatoes. And all it took, I'm sorry I'm moving around so much. Pretty immediately. Once these tomatoes get pretty big, this wire won't be able to hold the weight of the tomatoes and they snap. So then what we did was I used these 2x4s. These also failed. All it took was a thunderstorm to come over the ridge here. And these plants weigh a lot more than what you think they do. And they have tons of tomatoes on them. And next thing you know, snap. We're looking out of the house and I look and I see nothing but just like a green blob. It was horrible. It's such a sinking feeling. Do not think that this is going to hold the weight of tomatoes because it's not. It's not going to work. So, Mrs. Sweet Maple Ridge was taking a walk around here one day and found these laying in the woods. There's a part of our property that has like some farm equipment on it, and there's just stuff just laying. So this is what we decided to do. We're going to use these. We're going to put them in between these posts somehow, some way. It's not going to be pretty. I'm not intending for this to be, something we're going to show it like the county fair, but it's going to be functional and it's going to hold the weight of these tomatoes. I might cut them. I don't know yet. I don't have a torch to cut them. So if I do, it'll be with a hacksaw. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put these up today because tomato season is fast approaching rather. Also, we're going to put in our automatic waterer. All right, this is what I've come up with. I know it's not exactly level, but it'll be all right. So I got a 2x6. Screwed into here, sort of notched this out. Got this angle iron, which I cut. Notched this out here for this to sit on. I'm gonna screw that in so that angle iron can't come out of that notch. And that's gonna be perfect. So the way this will go is these plant hooks, they're gonna hook onto this. And at the bottom, we have the tomato attached with one of these clips. Numerous of these clips. As the season goes on, we use a ton of these. But this is going to be absolutely perfect. And we get these things going with these clips and everything else as soon as we plant the tomatoes. And the way that these work is they just get clipped on in the corner here. Sorry about this. And then you put that around what you want in the tomato and it just lashes. And they are super strong. These clips are amazing. I will say they normally don't last through they won't last like a couple seasons. Normally only one season because they sort of get sun damage and they get kind of brittle. But these have been sitting outside of the sun, so we're going to use these this year. Plus, I got a whole other bag that we got off of Amazon. But these things, coupled with this strong angle iron up here, are going to be amazing. Again, do not let yourself fall into the trap of using a wire. It's going to fail. These tomatoes, especially if you do like what we said in our other video, I'll link it right there. If you do what we said with those, you're gonna have gigantic tomatoes with gigantic tomatoes on them. And you need something super strong to be able to support it. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I need more wood, more lumber, more materials. So I'm gonna go try to find that. Wish me luck, and I'll be back in a little bit. I wanted to show you how I cut these notches. They're not the prettiest thing, and I don't really care because it's just for our garden, you know. But this is what I've done. And so this angle iron just sits in the notch. And that's what it's going to do here too. So all I did was use the saw to cut a bunch in here. And then you can pretty much just do this. If you have a hammer, even better. So now what I'll do is I'll go in on the other side and just clean this up a little bit. Pop up here. Close enough for me. All right, and so now we're just going to use this hacksaw to cut. No biggie. Very easy. All right, so I cut this with the hacksaw just past this bend here. And then what I was able to do last time was break it. Don't try this at home, kids. Let me put this down for you. All right, so I was just able to kind of bend it apart. I'm not really worried about this because it's just going to be up here. So it's an easy way to save some time and effort. All right, so this is what I came up with. You can see it goes all the way down here. It's not pretty, it's not meant to be, just meant to fulfill a purpose here. So I just want to show you again how this looks. You know, the tomato is in the ground here. Little strings get attached to them down here. Then we use these clips and we support them with this. So that's how this goes.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it.
We have onions and garlic and stuff here planted right now, so we don't have a need to have one of those things going across. So that's why there isn't one. But coming on down, you can see how I did this. Again, not the prettiest thing, but it doesn't need to be. It fulfills a purpose. Seems like more and more around here, when we're just trying to do something, we're just trying to get it done, and we're not trying to spend a lot of money to do it. So it's strong, it's not going anywhere. It fulfills the purpose, and it's a lot stronger than those wires. Do not use the wires. Take my advice. So now we're gonna hook up this automatic waterer. Because, you know, apparently it never rains around here. Yeah, right, we've gotten more rain in the last week than we've gotten in quite some time. But that's what we're gonna do now. So what we have on our, in this garden here is a zone system. So this is our waterer. And this thing is great. Just make sure you got the rubber in there. We're gonna hook that on. This thing, for a garden our size, and we just have a half inch PVC coming in here from a 3/4 inch PVC line. I could have put 3/4 inches PVC in here, but I didn't. But anyway, so we just hand tighten that. So that's here. So each one of these is a zone. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, and Zone 4. So I'm gonna hook these up and we're gonna get this programmed. All right, so we got this thing all set up. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4. Zone 1 is anything that comes out of this one here, and we can hook it up and go all the way down. So it's that one right there. This one's Zone 2. Zone 3 is bigger, so it's this one. These two beds here. The grapes here. These two beds here. This bed and this bed. And this is Zone 4. These are where our tomatoes, you can see I tested it out. And guys, this is how we have this going. This doesn't have to be an expensive thing. It doesn't have to be something crazy. We found this old hose. We drilled holes in it where we need the holes to be. We put the holes, near the stem of each plant. And, this is what we did. We added this here, so in case you need water halfway down here, you can get it. It's not all set up yet, and of course we got to plant our stuff, but this is how we have it going. It doesn't have to be something elaborate or something expensive or anything. I mean, just use what you got. But anyway, this is Zone 4. This is how this starts. And these are a couple bucks at Lowe's. You don't need to be a plumber to know how to do this. It's a 1/2 inch PVC. You just glue it together. Put the purple stuff on first, let that dry for 30 seconds, then put the glue on it, and then glue whatever you need together. You can see some of the purple stuff right there. That's all you gotta do. They sell these at Lowe's too. So, and we put these valves on so you can isolate stuff. So this doesn't have to be a big expensive thing. I mean, look at these strawberries. And see, look, we have this hose going in here. But we haven't needed to because it's spring and, they are getting all the rain that they need. We need to weed this, I think. Anyway, y'all get the idea. So this is what we did today. And I just want to show you these again. I mean, look at these. These are going to put off some nice blueberries. I've never grown blueberries before. They've always died. But then when we moved here, we decided, you know what? We're going to do it right. We're going to get some acidifier. We're going to use pine needles. And we're going to do all we can to make sure that the soil is exactly what they want. And you know what? We're getting blueberries. So that's all you got to do. You just got to give the plants what they want. Just go the extra mile, just like anything in life. Go the extra mile. It's probably going to pay off. So anyway, that's what we do. So anyway, that's it. That's the video. We appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time out on the ridge. SEBASTIAN CAM. Ha! Y'all are lucky. Hey guys, leave him some love down in the comments. He's keeping mice down. He's doing tons of good stuff. Tell him how much you appreciate how hard he works around here.